All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Thriving Thursday. Today, we're going to be talking about honor your body, how you can embrace fitness as self-respect, right? So before we open up the slides, before we get into it, thank you all for being here. The main reason why I wanted to make sure I had all you guys here today, as many as possible, is because a lot of us think of our fitness journey as we have to go and punish our body. We're here because we hate our body. We're here because we're unhappy with who we are. We have to flip the switch on that. We have to change the narrative. You're here because you love your body. You're here because you know that your body deserves more love and more energy and more effort than you're currently giving it. Going to the gym is not a punishment. It is a reward that you get to do because you have your priorities aligned properly in your life, right? So if you made time for the gym, it's not just about, oh, I made time to lift some heavy shit today. No, it's about you made time for you. You made time to make sure that you become a better version of yourself. And every single day, every single moment, every single hour that you actually put towards making self-developmental progression counts. All of it counts. The way that I have a buddy and he works in a kitchen, he's a chef, and he tells me that every second counts because they have to make sure that the food gets out to the table in a certain manner. And when something goes wrong in the kitchen, it destroys everything. So every second counts. I want you guys to think about that because in your life, you are the chef of what you are designing for yourself. So you get to eat the meal and make the meal, right? So I want you guys to think about every second counts. Every decision that you make counts. And we're not thinking in days. We're thinking in decades, right? We're not thinking about where am I going to be tomorrow or next week or next month. I'm thinking about the changes I'm making now are going to dramatically improve the next 10 years of my life. I'm thinking that the fact that right now I'm in my 30s, when I'm in my 40s, my 50s, my 60s, I don't want to be confined to the couch. I want to be able to play with my grandkids. I want to be able to do more than I'm doing now. And I'm not going to slow down. I'm only going to get, faster and faster and faster and better and better and better with it. So every second counts. Does that make sense? Everybody tracking on that? Give me a thumbs up. All right, beautiful. Let's go ahead and present. All right. Can you guys see the screen? Actually, no, I'm not sharing screen yet. All right, hold on. Share screen. No. All righty. So today we're talking about how you can honor your body and how we have to understand that we have to change the narrative of the way that we treat ourselves. So everything that we talk about is tied in one way or another, right? Self-limiting beliefs, negative self-talk. When you look at a problem, is it a problem? Is it something that's going to overwhelm you, or is it an opportunity for you to actually develop your skills, for you to develop yourself? Everything is an opportunity, right? So let's dive into it. We're going to be talking about redefining fitness, post-military, military discipline, and personal health transition, overcoming self-neglect and abuse, how we can celebrate your body through fitness, nutritional balance for mental well-being. Do me a favor, guys. I can mute you guys, actually. I'm going to mute you guys just for now. I think everybody's muted. All right, cool. All right, so the vital role of sleep and wellness, prioritizing fitness in your schedule, breaking through barriers of resistance, embracing the holistic benefits of a healthy lifestyle. Homework. We're going to have a little bit of homework at the end, so let's dive into it. So fitness transcends physical health. It's much more than just how does your body feel. Now, it's a complete pathway to rediscovering your self-worth and your dignity. Now, when you feel good, when you look good, you're overall in a much better place. Because when you start going to the gym, you leave that gym with much more energy. Your mind is much clearer. You have more clarity to be able to make better decisions. The same way that when you stack wins, you can stack your losses. So if you decide that today I'm too tired, I'm going to skip the gym. And then on your way home, you're like, well, you know what? I skipped the gym. I'm going to eat freaking a Whopper on my way home because you know what? Why not? I'm feeling sorry for myself. And then you have a Whopper. And then before you know it, your stomach is all turned upside down and it's freaking 1 a.m. and you can't sleep. You've just destroyed the next day. Because yes, we can think about today. And today I made some bad decisions. But now tomorrow, you're playing catch up. You're going to have to wake up on time because we have to. And then you're going to have to be running or rushing around late because yesterday you didn't do the right things. You didn't have your nighttime routine because you ate something you shouldn't have. You stayed up late watching Netflix. Losses compound. But the nice thing about things compounding is that that the wins also compound as well. So when you decide that, all right, I had a long day, I spent freaking 8 hours on site, or today was just stressful because of this, or that, you have to change the narrative. All right, I'm done with my day. I was able to do really great work. And now I get to spend some time on me, right? I get to go to the gym and I get to actually focus on myself and my body, because going to the gym is much more than just lifting weights. It's going to help with my mental clarity. It's going to help with the way that I feel. It's going to help me make a better decision for dinner. I'm going to be tired by the time it's bedtime, and I'm going to do my bedtime routine. I'm going to be able to go to sleep on time. Wins compound as well. Now we have that military discipline, right? And it provides that unique foundation, because at the end of the day, at some point, most of us had to do what we were told to do with complete willingness and obedience to orders. It was just something that was ingrained in us. Now, yes, we've all rebelled at some point, and we are living our life, and we push away from that organization. We push away from that freaking like order, but sometimes we push too far. We have to work our way back. We have to understand that there are benefits to the organization that the military did give us to a certain point in its extent. Now, we don't have to show up for freaking formation 2 hours early, but guess what? The fact that in the military, it was ingrained in you to find time, to create time to go work out, whether as a unit, on your own, whatever you have it. In boot camp, they have to feed you, right? Sometimes you don't get fed, sometimes you have to eat fast, but it is what it is. When you get out and you're in the civilian world, you tend to push away from all of the things that were force fed down your throat, because you want to push away from all of that freaking just mayhem and then chaos that you felt. But guess what? You have to work your way back to center, because some of the things that the military gave you are useful. Leave the stuff that is baggage behind, the ego, the freaking judgment, the way that you see the world, the negativity, the way that the dark humor just prevails in you sometimes a little bit too much, to where you push people away. Leave that behind, but use the military discipline as the unique foundation that it's giving you, right? We have to be able to apply and adapt these skills to civilian life. All right, so we have to utilize military training as a model for structure, self-care, discipline, routine, and goal setting. There's a routine in the military, and I'm not here to tell you guys like this is going to be boot camp all over again. This is me telling you that you are the new commanding officer of your own life. Nobody tells you what to do, and because of that, sometimes you want to just do whatever you want to do. But think about that. You want to do whatever you want to do. Then the things that you want to do have to be properly aligned with where you want to see yourself in 10 years, the goals that you have, the aspirations that you have, the things that you want to accomplish. Because if you are not moving towards that, you are moving away from it. We've said this many times. Inaction is action. Not doing something that you know is going to push you towards that goal of losing the 10 pounds, or towards that goal of being able to do a pull-up, or towards that goal of being able to ruck, or towards that goal of having the body that you want, is pushing you further away from it. So every decision you make needs to be aimed at that. Now, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy life. I want you to enjoy life. I want you guys to celebrate Thanksgiving. I want you guys to be able to have that slice of pizza once a week with your friends and family. That's all right. That's still pushing you towards your goal, believe it or not, because you've been able to enjoy, participate, and not be limited by the foods you can and can't have is you moving towards your goal, because now you're not telling yourself, oh, I can't have that. And then you're forcing yourself not to have it. And then you're testing this willpower that you think you have, when in truth, the willpower comes when you can have that slice of pizza, when you can have that piece of cake, and then you just have one. And then tomorrow you don't have to have another slice of pizza. That's the willpower. That's the exercise of that willpower muscle. It's not about never. It's about you are in control of how much you have. And in the past, maybe you used to have a drink every night. Well, the willpower comes into play with understanding that that's not something you need. It's something that you want to do because that's just what aligns with your values, your principles temporarily. But you have to change the narrative. You have to understand that no one is going to tell you, hey, that's enough. There's no platoon commander, there's no platoon sergeant, there's no freaking battle buddy, team leader, whatever, to tell you, hey, you have to be here at 0800 tomorrow and you better be fucking squared away. So you have to be your own leader. You have to lead yourself. So you have to make the decision. Does what I am doing, is what I'm doing, align with where I want to be? The things that I'm doing right now and today, do they align with the goals I have in mind? And if they don't, then you need to make changes. You need to understand that no one's going to make the change for you. You're a grown adult. You have it inside of you to make that change. No one is forcing you to do the things that don't align with your values. That's why they're your values, nobody else's. And we have to shift that focus from the external orders to internal motivation, because nobody is telling you what to do anymore. And now fitness has to be a personal choice. And it has to be a way for you to honor your journey that you're on. This is your journey. It's not the freaking hike up the mountain that's going to kill you. It's the pebble in your shoe. It's the things that you ignore. It's the fact that you keep telling yourself, like, well, you know what? I got 4 workouts in. Tomorrow's HIIT workout. I don't have time, or I'm busy, or it's a weekend, or you know what? It's just hard. No, like, you're doing that. No one else is doing it for you. The magic that you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. I heard that in the podcast. Chris Williamson said it, and it might have been Alex Hormozi. But it's the magic that you're looking for is in the work you're avoiding. If you keep saying, like, I can't get to that freaking body that I want, or, you know, I can't get to this discipline of being able to do all my workouts for the week, you're avoiding it. You keep coming up with a reason of why you can't do it. Find the way. If the IRS came knocking on your door tomorrow and they told you owe us $3,000, or we're going to freaking take you to jail and take your house and freaking take your assets, you're going to find a way to pay it. You have to take yourself more seriously than you take the IRS. Nobody else is going to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. It has to be a personal choice, and it has to come from a place of love, right? So overcoming self-neglect and abuse. We have to identify and confront the habits that undermine our overall well-being. For example, like we talked about, the excessive drinking, the sedentary behavior, the fact that you think that you had a long day and you're driving home, when we all know that there's people that can still push past that small little feeling, because that's all it is. It's a feeling, it's an emotion, and go to the gym. And trust me, I know you guys have done it. I know you guys have felt that freaking, like, I don't want to do it today. And then guess what? You go and you do it, and you realize there is a positive outcome for it. Because if you can find the devotion, which equals the discipline, right, to do it on the days when it's hard, when you spent 8 hours on site, when you've had a long day and you feel like you're stressed out because something just happened and you feel like it has to, like, throw you off, because if it doesn't throw you off, then that means that, you know, it's not as bad as it seems, which is something else that we do. We self-sabotage a lot. We come up with something that happened in our day, and we tell ourselves that it has to be this thing that just completely destroys our day, because if it doesn't, well, then that means you're in control. And that's a little bit scary for some people, because if something happens in your day and you realize that it doesn't destroy your day, then that means you are in control, which means that next week on Wednesday, when it happens again and you let it destroy your day, it was your choice. You were in control, right? Now, all these things that we do, they push us either towards or away from our goals. And when we realize that when it's hard and we still find a way to do it, we feel much better afterwards. We can follow through with all the decisions and all the things we've been working towards to actually change our life. And I want to stop for a moment. I want to point out that going to the gym and working out, eating the right food, logging your food, showing up to these coaching calls, it is much more than just, am I going to do my workout? Am I going to log my meals? It is about, I am creating this devotion to life change that next week when I have a job interview, I'm going to fucking nail it, because I believe in myself that much more. The next time your buddies call you and they say that, hey, do you want to come out for a drink? You can say no, because now you have more willpower, because you are exercising that muscle of understanding that your decisions do matter. The next time that you think about, like, do we want to order pizza for everybody? Or, hey, why don't we make some salads here at home, and, you know, maybe we can make a homemade pizza. Why don't we do this instead of that? Why don't we decide to do something else instead of what we normally do? It is all about exercising your willpower, and it does get stronger and stronger. Jocko said it best, that discipline doesn't wane over time. People think that we only have so much discipline, right? And the more you use it, the less you have to give. But he disagrees, and so do I. The more you use your discipline, the more you use your devotion to why this is important for you, why you love your body, why you love yourself, why you're going to refuse to let anybody else destroy your day or control the outcome of your week, you start to realize that it is in your control. You do love yourself. You don't hate yourself. All of these things are very important, because we have to be mindful of all of it. And we want to replace the negative things with the positive things, right? So replace them with positive, nurturing activities, such as mindful eating, enjoying physical activities, going for a 30-minute walk instead of plopping yourself on the couch to watch Netflix after you have dinner, doing meditation for 10 minutes, doing a cold shower. All these things are worth more than you know. because they will continue to exercise that devotion muscle, that willpower muscle inside of you, and you will continue to learn to love yourself more and more and more. It's not about punishing your body. It's not about punishing yourself. You're not going to the gym because you hate your body. You need to go to the gym because you understand the value of progressive overload and the value of delayed gratification. Now, when you started the program, it didn't take 2 to 3 weeks for you to see immediate changes. For some of you, it did. But some of you, it took 2 to 3 months. But that change was dramatic because you were consistent. You logged your meals. You did your workouts. Show of hands, who here has been on that delayed gratification train and understands it and values it, because you've seen the progress from now to when you started, and you understand that it's not linear, right? We have to understand that everything is working towards something. And it's because we love ourselves, not because we want to punish our body, not because we want to use the gym as therapy, not because we want to push away all this freaking anger and feeling that we have. Now, I want to pause for a second, because I know for the longest we have been told that the gym is therapy. And if you want to fight your demons, and you go to the gym, I'm going to challenge you on that. The gym gives you power to handle your emotions. The gym gives you power for you to face those emotions, because that's what our demons are. There are emotions. And when we go to the gym and we suffocate them and we push them down, they're going to come up eventually. Whether it's 2 weeks or 2 months or 2 years from now, they're going to come up. The gym gives you more willpower, more fortitude, more confidence to be able to maybe sign up for therapy, to have that hard conversation with that loved one that you've been avoiding for months now, that you keep saying you're going to do and you don't fucking do it. To be able to tell your loved one, hey, like, I want to be able to go to gym on Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Can you please help me with the kids on these days? And in turn, I can do this or this or this for you. Or how can I best support you so you can support me? The gym will give you that freaking level 2.0 of yourself, to where you can leave work when you're supposed to leave work and not stay and freaking give away your time for free. The gym will give you that resilience to be able to face your emotions and handle them appropriately without stuffing them down. Because until you face your emotions, they're not going to go away. The gym can be therapeutic, where you feel better afterwards. That's what therapy can be for you. But the gym is not meant to replace actual therapy. The gym will make you stronger. The gym will make you mentally more resilient to be able to face the emotions that you're feeling. But I truly want to challenge you guys on that, because I want you guys to actually understand that the gym should not replace actual healing. The gym will not heal your emotions. The gym will just help you become stronger and more resilient, to where you can actually face those emotions that you've been putting off. All right. Whoops. Sorry. Celebrate your body. I want you guys to work on redefining exercise as a loving gesture towards your body, not as a punitive measure. You should find joy in movement. Now, whether it's through sports, dance, going for a walk, hiking, or that traditional gym workout, or those HIIT workouts that you keep avoiding, but you know you've done it once in the past 2 months and you know how fucking amazing you felt afterwards, but you haven't done it since. Everything that you do should help uplift you and invigorate you, because the brain releases serotonin, norepinephrine, epinephrine, adrenaline into your body. And those are the happy feelings. That's the feeling that gives you more confidence. The fact that when you leave the gym and you're sweaty and you know you accomplished something that you possibly were going to avoid, that is that magic pill. That is that superpower. That is that freaking gateway drug to be able to eat the right foods and take time to meal prep, to get your finances in order and actually do a finance sheet, which we have in the group, by the way, to be able to plan out your week, which we also have in the group, by the way, to be able to do a morning routine, a nighttime routine. The gym is that gateway drug that will give you the confidence to understand that you can do more. It should invigorate you. You shouldn't avoid it. It's not punishment. You're not going to the gym to freaking destroy your body. You're going to the gym to make your body better so you can function better in more areas of your life than you could before. Does this make sense so far? Does this hit home with everybody? Raise your hands if it does. All right. Nutritional balance for mental well-being. So the gut is your second brain. The gut biome understands what you put inside of it. So if you put a lot of sugars into there, if you put a lot of empty carbs, a lot of trans fats, if you put a lot of negative stuff into your body's going to react accordingly. It's going to make you feel sedentary. It's going to make you crash. It's going to make you feel however you are making your body feel. Eating right is a form of self-respect, right? You have to understand the impact that having that diet can have on your mental health. You have to include foods that boost your mood and energy. Prioritize the proteins, whole greens, lean proteins. Have the fruits and vegetables. If you have a sweet tooth, have a fruit instead of having something sugary that you know is not going to truly benefit you. We want to avoid those processed foods. We want to avoid eating things that we know deep down inside don't benefit us. You're not fooling anybody, especially not yourself. That's why understanding that you making the decision to meal prep, you making the decision to have a chicken salad instead of a slice of pizza for lunch every single day is going to compoundly affect your life, because 1 week from now, you can be either 20 to 30% better because you're making the right decisions, or you can be 20 to 30% worse. All of it matters. And it's important that we understand this because everything works together. When you eat right, you'll have more energy to go to the gym. When you eat right and you go to the gym, you'll have more energy to do your daily habits. When you do your daily habits, you'll have more energy to face the world head on. You don't feel overwhelmed. Your anxiety levels will go down. Your stress factors will be so far away from you because you're literally making sure that you're doing all the right things for your life, that they affect you less and less and less. This is what I mean by when I say control the chaos. Chaos is going to happen. It's life. But when you can control the chaos by making sure that all of the mitigating factors that come your way, you have a solution for, you have a way of solving it, you have a way to put it off, you have a way of ignoring the negativity. When you have these things in place because you're doing everything right in your life, that stress, that anxiety, that depression, they tend to not truly affect you the way they used to. By show of hands, who here has realized and noticed and started to pay attention that now that they have been on this fitness journey for a few months, maybe it's been 4 or 5 months, maybe you renewed, stress and anxiety tends to present itself a little bit less than it used to? For me, it does, because that's what working out does for you. It releases chemicals into your body that your body needs to truly react properly. When you ignore the gym, when you don't eat right, your body is not primed to respond accordingly. You're going to react emotionally. Your body is going to be hijacked by your brain, and it's going to just react however it thinks it needs to react in the moment. When something negative happens, and maybe one of your friends tells you that, he was in a car crash and he needs help with this or that. Oh, well, you have to stop everything, don't you? You have to go and help him. Okay, sure. But can you then adjust your workout? Can you make sure that maybe you can find a different way to help where you're still helping, but you don't have to drop everything you're doing immediately? Is he calling you just to let you know, or is he asking you to drop everything? Do we find reasons to drop everything we're doing for people just because we get a lot of value from helping people? That happens a lot to veterans. Stop looking for reasons to drop what you're doing for other people when they're not even really asking for help, right? Especially if they're not asking for help. Because if they're not asking for help, then they're not in a place to ask for help. And in turn, you're not going to be appreciated. And before you know it, you become resentful of the help you're giving to the world, when in truth, you're just taking help away from yourself. It's very important that we understand that. The vital role of sleep and wellness. This is important right here. Sleep is the number one thing you can do for recovery. Not freaking ice barrels, not massages, not therapeutic massages, not stretching out, not going for a walk, not doing foam rolling. Sleep is the number one thing you can give yourself. It's a present that you deserve and is there for you, that is going to restore your body, is going to make sure you digest your foods properly, is going to give you more free testosterone in your body as a growing person, which you need. It's going to help you get stronger than anything else will. And it's there for you. Sleep is that freaking magic pill that we're all looking for. But yet we always avoid sleep. And the number one thing that we always say is I'm just not a good sleeper. That's not true. You just have bad routines. You don't put your phone away from you across the room late at night. You don't have a wind down routine. You don't set your phone to sleep mode. You don't turn off all the lights in your house and leave a few on. That light behind me, it's a blue light. Now, that blue light actually doesn't activate your circadian rhythm the same way that other lights do, right? I have a blue light in my room as well, because that blue light is actually meant to not give you blue light, which is kind of ironic, right? But the phone gives you blue light. The phone wakes you up. When you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should do is try and get some sunlight, or just try and get some light, even if it's not natural, because that will activate your circadian rhythm right away. And the body wants it. It needs it, because it has to start that internal clock. Because when your internal clock understands that it's time to go to bed, your body will naturally start producing melatonin. Now, we stunt our body by giving ourselves melatonin, and we do it for a week or two because we think it helps with sleep. But then before you know it, if you stop taking that melatonin, your body doesn't produce it anymore. It's going to take a while for your body to start producing melatonin all over again because the body felt like it was receiving too much melatonin. Making sure your room is nice and cool. Quality sleep is crucial, not just for cognitive function, but for your emotional regulation. When you sleep more, you can respond properly, logically, not emotionally, to things that happen in your life, to things that pop up for you. And that's the thing that we all freaking forget, myself included. I'm guilty of this too, but I'm working very diligently to get my sleep right. I do it every single day. I experiment with it. And when I get it right, I get it right. And I keep repeating the things that help me. You don't have to do freaking 15 things for your nighttime routine. You don't have to do 15 things for your morning routine. Try the 15 things, find the 5 that work for you. If those 5 work for you and you can narrow it down to 3, then do the 3 that freaking work for you. For me, it's it's a heavy blanket. It's a cold room at night. It's putting my phone away from me so I'm not looking at my phone late at night. And it's listening to binaural music or a sleep story that I have on my eye covers. I have eye covers. Those 5 things right there help me fall asleep the way I'm supposed to. Now, my morning routine is a little different. It used to be this. I've removed some things because it takes too long. My morning routine, I wake up with my shock clock. It shots me awake. I do jumping jacks right away. I turn on all the lights in my bedroom. And I already went to bed the night before in my swim shorts. So I go straight outside. And this is the time when I negotiate with myself. I'm like, oh, dude, do I need to do it right now? Or can I wait? Oh, I have to do this. I have to do that. No. And I jump in my ice barrel for 3 minutes. That's all I need. That's all I need. If there's extra stuff, great. If I can play something motivational while I'm brushing my teeth, cool. But the morning routine will help you make sure that you wake up your day, and the nighttime routine will make sure that you end your day properly so you actually get the sleep that you need. I want you guys to all work on establishing that relaxing bedtime routine and environment, free from screens and stress, to promote that restorative sleep that we all need. Prioritizing fitness in your schedule. Make fitness a non-negotiable part of your day routine. Just as important as any other appointments or commitments. If you guys don't do this already, I want you guys to start doing this because I know for a fact it helps. Jenny, do me a favor, take yourself off mute. Have you not, or have you actually started putting your workouts into your calendar? And has it helped you actually make it to the gym? You're still muted.
Okay, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I've been putting my workouts into my calendar and it's like set as a reminder. So at the time that I set it at, it'll remind me. So I've been doing my workouts right after work. So my goal is always to like the latest to be there by like 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I've been good about like leaving on time and leaving when I need to, just leaving work at work.
Mm-hmm.
So like it like reminds me like a half hour before, like, hey, like your workout's at this time. And it's nice because like today I didn't want to go at all. I was like, I'm tired, like this and that,
Mm-hmm.
this went on today. But then I had like the pop-up come up today and I was like, I'm like, if I go now and get it out of the way, I'll be fine. And
And
that's what I
you
did. So I was happy that I followed through and I went. And yes, they do help because it looks like it keeps you accountable. You're like, oh,
good.
like I have it scheduled in, like I need to go.
And you also have it to where it actually pops up the address, right? So you don't even have to think about it. The GPS takes you to your gym, right?
Correct. And that does help a
Beautiful.
lot because I don't have to be like,
And
oh, how long is it going to take me?
exactly. And I encourage all of you guys to do that. And if you know when you're going to work out, put in your calendar the same way that you show up to work when you're supposed to show up to work because you understand the benefit of it. You have to understand the benefit of working out. Put it as a non-negotiable. Heather's amazing with it because she actually has it as part of her morning routine. So if she wakes up and she does her morning routine and part of her morning routine is doing her workout, guess what? She's not going to miss. She doesn't leave it up to chance about what time am I going to do it. No, it's part of your non-negotiable, right? You guys should be integrating physical activity into your daily life. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Park a little further away from the door and walk to the door. Go for a walk instead of sitting on the couch. Do the biking as Brandon does all the time instead of driving. Find different opportunities to do more throughout your day. Okay. Breaking through barriers of resistance. Understand that resistance is part of the process. It's the mind adjusting to new, healthier habits. Start with manageable goals and gradually build up. Consistency is key to long-term success. Now, what does this all mean? This just means that you're going to have barriers, like we've been talking about the whole day. You're going to have things that come up for you. And when they come up, you have to remind yourself of your why. Why am I trying to change my life? Why have I started this journey? Why am I actually willing to invest in myself, but I keep ignoring and not doing the things that I invested in? It's important to understand that when those barriers happen, your why has to be stronger than that freaking resistance. Okay. We talked about this already. Recognize and celebrate the improvements of your life. You should be celebrating every single win. You should be celebrating everything that you accomplish. If you do the HIIT workout this weekend and you haven't been doing it, guess what? Celebrate that. Post about it. Talk about how your mood is better. If you're able to actually meal prep this weekend, celebrate it, because your brain will become adapted to that. It will become a part of who you are. It will understand that there is dopamine there, because when you do something good and you celebrate it, your brain receives dopamine. So now you are starting to customize your brain to react properly to the good things in life, instead of looking for dopamine in arguments with people, looking for dopamine in TV, in sugars, in donuts. Look for dopamine in the right places of your life. That way you actually customize your life to how you want to live it. Homework. So we're almost done. Today's challenge, I want you guys to incorporate a simple act of fitness and nutrition into your routine, such as a 10-minute walk, a healthy home-cooked meal, or an early bedtime. It's a good time to build consistency with the habits. Now, this is going to integrate right into Devoted December. I want you guys to truly think about what habits you've been trying to build. And before the end of the day, as soon as possible, hopefully as soon as we get off, send me the habit that you want to work on. If you want to remove one of your habits, we can remove it. The reason I'm asking you for your feedback is because you know yourself better than I know you. I've given you my opinion of what I think your habit should be based on what I've seen. But if you know deep down inside, you keep ignoring this one thing that you know would change your life because you want to quit smoking, but you haven't, or you keep saying to yourself, you're going to read a book, but you don't, or you keep telling yourself that you're going to go for a walk, but you don't, or you're going to do this or that. I think I said that twice. And you don't do it. You're the only person that's responsible for that. I can't hold you accountable if I don't know what you're trying to be held accountable for. Okay. So that's what I want you guys to work on when we get off here. Okay. I think we're done. All right. So my favorite part of the day is we're going to do I don't have a cool name for it. Does anyone have a cool name for the gift card little roulette that we do? I have to share my screen so you guys see and be nice here. Take yourselves off mute. Everybody unmute yourselves. Anybody have a cool name for this? Because I can't think of a name.
Oh,
I
Wheel of
like what
Fate.
Brian just said.
Wheel of Fate. Wheel-o-rama.
All right, who's all here? There's a list, right? Let me see. Is there a list? Is there a way to see who's all here? Or is it
Oh, don't do that, Jen.
All right, here we go. I got it.
Yeah,
All right.
I can see who's all here right now.
All right. Do me a favor. Read them off to me, yeah?
Yeah, I got you. You got Eric, Brian,
Slow down, slow down.
Andy.
Am I sharing my screen? Nope. Hold on. All right, Eric, Brian, Andy,
Jenny. And then you got Jason, Heather, Brandon, and Tasha.
What about Jenny?
I said Jenny.
Oh, my bad. Eric,
Please,
Brian,
coach.
Andy, Jason, Eric, and then Colton.
Oh, yeah, and then myself. My bad.
You're good. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I thought we had 10, but someone must have left. Am I missing anybody? Nope, that's it. All right. So the Wheel of Fate. I don't know. We'll see how it feels. Let's spin it. So the winner's gonna win a freaking. I'm trying not to swear as much. We're gonna do a $20 gift card today, because today was freaking pretty inspiring for me, at least. So we're gonna do a $20 gift card in honor of Devoted December starting tomorrow. So here we go. $20 gift card. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, Jason, congratulations, man. I'm going to send you a message right as we get off here.
Awesome.
Congratulations on winning. Well, there
Congratulations.
you go. You're going to win a chicken dinner. Right. Right.
Hey, that $20 gift card could buy him a chicken dinner.
Right.
It could.
A grill chicken dinner.
Grilled chicken
There you
dinner.
go.
Oh, that sounds bomb.
All right, guys. Well, anything you guys have for me, any questions, anything you want to share? If you guys have to hop off at this point, you're good. I appreciate you. If you guys want to stick around for a few minutes, I'm going to be here for the next 5 minutes and we can have a chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. This has been an amazing freaking Thriving Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and stopping the recording.